Welcome back, folks. Tonight, we're delving even deeper into the chaos unfolding in Texas. We've heard heartbreaking stories from teenagers about the brutal conditions in schools and the rampant abuse exacerbated by the power crisis. Now let's talk about the root of these issues, the ongoing power crisis and the state government's inaction. Why is Texas refusing to do anything about this? Hartman, what excuses is the Texas government giving for this crisis?
Royal, the state government has been citing a combination of outdated infrastructure, regulatory challenges, and economic constraints. They argue that the power grid is old and requires massive investments to upgrade, investments they claim the state budget cannot support. They also point to legal and bureaucratic hurdles that supposedly slow down any potential reforms or improvements.
The real question is, why isn't the governor stepping up? What should happen to him for letting this crisis go on?
The governor has been criticized for a lack of decisive action. Many believe he's prioritizing political interests over the well-being of Texans. If the governor continues to neglect this crisis, there should be significant political consequences, potentially including calls for his resignation or even impeachment. The safety and health of Texas residents should be the top priority, and the governor's failure to address the power crisis is inexcusable.
Hi, Royal. I'm Lisa. I just wanted to say that the excuses from the governor are ridiculous. My family has suffered so much because of the power outages. We can't keep food fresh, we can't stay cool in the summer, and my kids are terrified every time the lights go out. What kind of leadership is this?
Thank you for sharing your story, Lisa. It's clear that the impact of this crisis is deeply personal for many. Hartman, what do you think should be done at a federal level to address this crisis if the state government won't act?
If the state government continues to fail its residents, the federal government needs to intervene. This could include federal funds to rebuild the infrastructure, as well as oversight to ensure the state government is held accountable. There should be a comprehensive plan to not only fix the current issues, but to future-proof the grid against similar crises.
Thank you, Dr. Hartman. It's crucial to consider all levels of government when addressing such a widespread issue. And let's not forget the role of the energy companies in this mess. They've been raking in profits while failing to invest in the necessary upgrades. They need to be held accountable as well.
Royal, this is Tom. I'm furious about this whole situation. The governor just keeps giving excuses while people are suffering. My business has lost thousands because we can't rely on the power. How are we supposed to survive?
Hartman, what can be done to support businesses during this crisis?
Businesses need immediate relief, whether through state aid or federal assistance. There should also be incentives for businesses to invest in alternative power sources like solar or generators. In the long term, a stable power grid is essential for economic stability, so significant investment is needed to ensure this.
The bottom line here, folks, is that the excuses from the Texas government are unacceptable. The governor needs to be held accountable. And if he won't act, we need to push for federal intervention. This crisis affects every aspect of life in Texas. And it's time for real solutions, not more excuses. Stay tuned. We'll keep fighting for the truth.